Good morning, everyone. My name is Meloaina Sandako from Bisud 3, Iowa, taking up Bachelor of Early Childhood Education at Cebu Technological University Main Campus. I was born on September 17, 1999, and I am 21 years old, currently residing at Purok 3 PNC Compound, Batu, Toledo City.
Infant-toddler curriculum review, reflection, and revolution. So based on what I have read from this chapter, where there are three major infant-toddler curricula that we need to review, identify key or unique features, discussing strengths and limitations, and reflecting on similarities and differences where it provides similar yet unique approaches. So the commonly used definition of curriculum in early childhood as an organized framework, including the three components of content, and these are what children are to learn. The process are classroom practices, and context are the physical and social emotional environment will be used. Formalized curriculum frameworks such as this are part of a large movement towards the professionalization of the field of early care and education. So this professionalization and resolution of the issue being described in this chapter will best be supported by robust research examining the effectiveness and different infant-toddler curriculum models and systematic efforts to embrace evidence-based knowledge and practices to guide the future of the field. So when we develop or choose curricular programs as teachers, we are more successful if we also build in opportunities to evaluate and revise. It is very important to review the curriculums as to know or relate the effectiveness after it has been implemented and reflect on what students did and did not get out of it. So they enable teachers to consider the ways curriculum interacts with actual students in a real school environment. So reflective practice is learning through and from experience towards gaining new insights of self, and practice it requires teachers to look at what they do in the classroom and think about why they do it and if it works. A process of self-observation and self-evaluation, and it is described as a personal tool that teachers can use to observe and evaluate the way they behave in their classroom. Reflective practice can be both private process as well as one that they discuss with colleagues and or leaders. Reflective teaching is a more systematic process of collecting, recording, and analyzing teachers' thoughts and observations, as well as those of their students, and then going on to making changes. So it is not a once and done approach, but a cyclical process that needs to occur regularly if it is to have an impact. So it is the sources of personal, professional development and improvement. So effective teachers are first to admit that no matter how good a lesson is, their practice can always be improved, and I will help teachers, or it will help teachers to collect, record, and analyze everything that happened in the lesson. So it allows teachers also to move from just experiencing into understanding. So if they don't question themselves about what their experiences mean and think actively about them. So research has shown that they won't make any changes and therefore improve. So when teachers collect information regarding activities in their classroom and take the time to analyze them from a distance, they can identify more than just what worked and what didn't. So they will be able to look at the underlying principles and beliefs that define the way that they work. So this kind of self-awareness is a powerful for a teacher, especially when so much of what and how they teach and that can change in the moment. So reflective practice encourages teachers to understand their learners and their abilities and needs. Reflection helps teachers also to put themselves in their students' shoes, which is something may skilled teacher do. So through this, it will help for us teacher to bridge the gap between children and their families. So schools and curriculum. So we can use revolution bridge the gap between abilities related to the skills and educational practice. It delivers what educators need, concrete application of the most current and relevant research that they can use in their classroom and schools. So readers will find these teaching strategies that designed to advance academic performance. So scientifically sound solution-focused practices to address the root of negative behaviors and approaches to counteract in every negative issues, and also concrete methods to improve the curriculum and for teachers to demonstrate how to implement the given strategies.